Folks, it is Saturday, October 19th, 4:50 p.m. is the time, and I'm here, where else but St. Patrick Station, still rocking these Death Star vibes. There's an awful lot of cameras on the platform. That's a rather narrow space to wait for the train as well. That can't be very safe if it's crowded. There's a payphone that I'm sure doesn't get a whole lot of usage. There's an elevator, but head up this way, which is not accessible from the northbound platform. If you're wondering why I'm taking the stairs, well, that's just something I've decided to do from now on. No more lazy way up. Although, understandably, some people do need the escalator, so I'm certainly not going to judge others. So I'm going to head up to street level, and then we're going to walk. Yeah, let's go this way. Then we're going to walk along Dundas over to McCall. Then I'll head down into Grange Park. Then I'll head south down John Street. And I should be finishing up at Union Station or somewhere around there. Just look at some of those pesky bike lanes our idiot of a premier is so opposed to. And these ones can actually service emergency vehicles. They're wide enough, as there's a row of hospitals just north of here. Let's go west on Dundas here. It's not a whole lot going on in the city this weekend. In terms of festivals or events, I was looking for something of interest I could go out and record, and nothing turned up. So instead we're going to do this video, and then I think I'm going to fire up a live stream. I've got to meet some friends over in East Chinatown around 7 p.m. So I'll probably live stream from Union Station to over there.
I love your hair. Handsome.
I think he is complimenting everyone who walks by. There's a police station. So if I was to continue going west here, we'd end up walking through the main Chinatown. This is St. Patrick Street coming up. The station I was just at gets its namesake from, or at least they both got their name, the St. Patrick Church beaches right there. Oh my, that glare from the sun is nasty. Just waiting for the light here. And there's the Art Gallery of Ontario straight ahead. That was founded back in 1900. All right, the light's going to change in a few seconds. There's Village by the Grange. There's a neat food court in there. Kind of weather where you'll see people in shorts and t-shirts and other people in coats. It's quite nice. There's a nice gentle breeze.
The closest subway?
Yep, a few blocks that way, right at University. You're just asking where the closest subway station is.
Oh, we didn't.
There's the Ontario College of Art and Design with the CN Tower behind it. This is the art gallery here, which underwent a major redesign in 2008 by Frank Gehry. You know what? I said I was going to go down McCall, but let's go along here and go south down Beverley Street. Then I'll cut through Grange Park and then we'll head south down John Street from there. The art gallery contains more than 90,000 works of art, including work from a group of 7, as well as Indigenous, European, and other contemporary Canadian art. I think I might have the largest collection of Canadian art in the world. Well, that one might be, that distinction might be held by the National Gallery in Ottawa. And there's a number of rotating exhibitions that come and go throughout the year. I think that's one now.
Like, for instance, you know, people are
That guy was wearing a weighted vest. So this is south down Beverley Street. There's some nice fall colors starting to show on these trees.
going to post it.
North of here at College, Beverley becomes St. George Street and heads through the University of Toronto St. George campus. But speaking of campuses, the Ontario College of Art and Design, now known as OCAD University, backs onto this park. This is Grange Park,
No, but
and the surrounding neighborhood
I would be.
is known as Grange Park as well. There's some public art in the park. That's the art gallery. This was originally the Grange Estate. That dates back to the 1800s. And you can see part of the home there that's been incorporated into the art gallery. There's OCAD with the Will Aslop tabletop design. They offer a wide range of graduate and undergraduate art and design programs. It's just such a nice park. Right in the heart of the city, pretty much. And this will lead us to the north end of John Street.
So often we'll do like one-on-one meetings and we'll just walk and talk.
I like circles, and this one's a circle.
I think we might be a week or two off from peak fall colors.
If this person is agree, it's inside the normal perspective.
No much for that.
And you want to come out too? You got it.
This is Stephanie Street I'm crossing. And just south of here is Queen Street. But the gelato shop coming up is pretty busy. And this store is quite interesting, Umbra. They've got a lot of homewares. And it's actually quite affordable. It's a very unique storefront. It's a pretty cool store inside. I bought a few things from there over the years. between West, although that would be quite bustling today. That Starbucks moved several blocks east of here. There's the old Chum building. We're going to cross down the west side of John Street. This is Gelato Street. Or Gelato Shop. Always seems to be packed every time I go by. They opened up another location up at Yonge and Eglinton. That's quite busy, not to this magnitude. And John Street here runs north-south through the entertainment district right now, and it'll terminate south down in front of the Sky Dome. This used to be Clubland. And that used to be where the famous Players Paramount Theater was. Now Scotia Bank Theater. Soon to be a hole in the ground. That's going to be redeveloped into condos with a smaller theater on that spot. Oh, and a No Frills has moved in. Where I think it was a linen shop, and before that it was a club where Edge 102 used to go live from on the weekends. It was called Republic, if I'm not mistaken. It's kind of neat. There's a supermarket there. Not so neat that it's a Loblaws company. This is Richmond Street. There's the ballroom, a bowling pub. Used to be a club where that Marshall's is, called Circa. And before that it was a Sega Palladium. A large arcade that failed. It was based off a very popular Palladium in Mississauga. And that used to be a Jack Astor's. Speaking of the suburbs, that was a suburban family restaurant. There's a pedal pub. So this street has been designated a cultural corridor, and it cuts through the International Film Festival every year along King, but really the film festival should be held on John Street. It would avoid disrupting streetcar service. I really like this stretch of outdoor patios. Something we don't have enough of in this city. Gives off some European vibes. Speaking of European, there's something that couldn't be further away from it, a Hooters. This is actually one of Toronto's original streets. dating back to when the street grid was laid out in the 19th century. As we cross Adelaide Street. Where that very modern, almost bougie Fox and the Fiddle is. There used to be an old school Fox and the Fiddle located in an old home. There's Sweet Jesus. Ice cream shop, kind of for the Instagram crowd. Black Carnita. Decent tacos, but a bit expensive for what they are. And there's kind of the home base of the Toronto International Film Festival. Festival Tower.
Like your percent.
Approach King Street West. There's some notable theaters just to the left. The Royal Alex, as well as the Princess of Wales, and Roy Thompson Hall, home to the Toronto Symphony Orchestra as well. A diverted 501 Queen Street streetcar running along King, and that is Restaurant Row across the street.
Both of them are unmatched.
And instantly John Street gets a lot less festive in feeling. This is Mercer Street, which used to be home to Wayne Gretzky's popular restaurant, as well as the home of the Second City comedy venue, which is now located in a new building in the South Core on York Street, one that was, or in a space that was originally intended for Target. They rather spectacularly flamed out of the country and one of the biggest retail failures of all time. There's the home of CBC, Canadian Broadcasting Corporation. Public transformer area. I don't know if it's public, but that has been there for a long time. I think there's a lot of health concerns with being located so close to such a place. Higher rates of cancer and that sort of thing. Might might not be the best idea to move into that condo if you're concerned with that. There's a South Street Burger. There's the Sky Dome. Home of the Blue Jays, built in 1989. Zynga is still a thing, and they still have an office in prime downtown real estate. I remember I used to play Draw Something on my Galaxy Note 1 when I lived in Korea. I think Zynga bought over the developer OMG Pop and ruined a lot of their games. And this is east on Front Street West, so we're just going to carry on over towards Union Station. It has proved to be a very nice day to go for a walk. Something I haven't done a whole lot of today. At just 6,100 steps. Hopefully that'll be well north of 20 by the time I get home tonight. There's nothing going on at the Metro Convention Center this weekend, at least from the looks of it. And that is the Ritz-Carlton on the left. I have a video checking out the facilities there and one of the rooms. And you'll notice this says Urban Eatery. That's because there's one of well over a dozen food courts in the path system that lurks below the financial district down there. This is Simcoe Street coming up. There's the Intercontinental Hotel. I think that's where Simon Wilson stayed. A travel YouTuber. When he popped into Toronto. And he took an Uber there, or from there all the way to Niagara Falls. It's not a pickup truck you want to be on the wrong side of. In the this tower here on the left is recently completed. And for the past few years, while it was under construction, this whole part of the sidewalk was a mess. It was frequently closed. There's the Loose Moose. It's a popular pre-game drinking spot if you're going to a Blue Jays, Leafs, or Raptors game. Same goes with this Jack Astor's here. I think there's a Leafs game tonight. Just a hunch. Starting to see a lot of blue and white jerseys showing up. There's the patio at Jack Astor's. And this is where University Avenue terminates. But you can still continue south as it'll merge with York Street right over there. Just gonna wait for the lights here. There's the Royal York Hotel on the left. Union Station on the right. I'm going to try to do a little multitasking and get a thumbnail picture. For the live stream I'm going to do after this. Got the S24 Ultra ready. Just trying to be efficient. I don't know how good that was. There's a good crowd of people in front of Union. Gonna head down towards the food court.
So when do
we use the facility and then TMI, I know, fire up a live stream. But I hope you enjoyed this one from St Patrick Station. Walking past the Art Gallery of Ontario in Dundas and through Grange Park and south down John Street. To Front Street West over to Union Station. Do let me know your thoughts and comments down below. If you wish to support what I do, there's links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership down in the description. I have an Instagram account at Johnny Strides, and there is a super thanks button appearing down below if you wish to say thanks that way. And I do not need to head down to the food court because there's a facility straight ahead here. There's Here's a view of an excellent restaurant first. Anywho, thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Yoink.